Breaking.
Well, we have some breaking news here. Like, share, subscribe.
Terrence Crawford defeats Canelo Alvarez. Terrence Crawford became the first male pro boxer to capture 3 unified division titles when he defeated Canelo Alvarez by unanimous decision on Saturday night to win the super middleweight championship before an announced record crowd of 70,482. 2 judges awarded Crawford 42-0, 31 KOs. The match was 115-113, and the third 116-112. The Associated Press scored the fight 118-110 in favor of the 37-year-old from Omaha, Nebraska. Crawford moved up 2 weight classes, went down to a knee before the decision was announced that he won. This is no surprise to me. I thought Terrence Crawford would get the better of Canelo Alvarez. I thought Canelo would be the much slower, or not much, but he would be a slower boxer. A lot of people were saying that he would have more power than Terrence Crawford because Terrence Crawford moving up a couple weight classes to fight Alvarez. I didn't think that would be a problem, especially after seeing them face off. They were about the same size. I noticed they were about the same height. Alvarez might have been a little thicker, a little bigger boxer than Crawford, but I thought Crawford was very smart, sharp, especially after seeing him in his last couple of fights, especially after seeing him fight Spence and after seeing him fight his last fight. He's a very sharp fighter, man. Kind of reminds me of Mayweather, but his approach is slightly different. Mayweather likes to hit and run. Crawford stood toe-to-toe with Canelo Alvarez and beat Canelo in his own game, which Mayweather wasn't willing to do. Mayweather would get his punches, as you know, his style. He'd get his punches, get out of there, and like to run around the ring. I still like Terrence Crawford probably over Floyd Mayweather, man, because he's willing to do just that. He's willing to fight. He's not going to run around. I've never really seen Terrence Crawford run. I don't know if he has. I haven't seen every single one of his fights, but I seen him fight Spence, seen him fight Alvarez, and I forgot who he fought his last fight. Was it I'm not sure. I really forgot at the top of my head right now, but he does not run. He's a strategic fighter, a counterpuncher. That's what he's big on. So I like Alvarez. I like Alvarez too, man. He had a crazy record of 63, 3-2, 39 KOs. He's 35 years old as he fought the 37-year-old Terrence Crawford. 2 very seasoned fighters with a lot of experience. So this was a great fight. People were making it to be one of the greatest fights in history. Crawford came out on top. The action picked up significantly in the 9th round. Crawford went after Alvarez early with several combinations. His momentum got stopped when Alvarez headbutted Crawford, causing a brief timeout for 41 seconds into the round. Crawford nevertheless was the superior fighter the rest of the way, and that didn't change the rest of the fight. And I didn't think Terrence Crawford size would really impact this. As he mentioned, he walks around naturally at a heavier weight, and he loses weight to go get into his fights, to make weight for the fights, obviously. But I guess this fight, he stayed at his more normal weight and kept some of the weight on and worked out. And he carried it around pretty well. If you see him face off, he doesn't look smaller than Canelo at all during the final few face-offs. So I always liked Crawford in this fight. I thought he would beat Alvarez. He seemed to be the more powerful puncher, as people thought he wouldn't have been. This really stamps Terrence Crawford in boxing history, I think so. I don't know where he belongs in the rankings, top 5, top 10, but this really solidifies him in boxing history as one of the greats, unifying all of these belts together. We could be truly witnessing one of the greatest fighters of our time and not taking this for granted, man. I really enjoy watching Terrence Crawford fight. I think this can really this really puts him up there in at least Floyd Mayweather's league. To me, as I mentioned, I mentioned earlier that I think he's better than Floyd Mayweather just because of his style. It's hard to pick Mayweather when he's always running. You know, you can probably call him the greatest defensive fighter of all time. And I know he carries around that 50-0 proudly. But I kind of think that Terrence Crawford is a better fighter just because he's a fighter and not really a runner. Floyd was a little more of a fighter when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, but when he became Money Floyd, he became all about his money and not getting hit in the face. And he did a good job. And if they say if boxing is all about hitting and not getting hit, then I guess that make Floyd Mayweather the best of all time or one of the best of all time. But I still like Crawford's fearlessness, and I like his determination, moving up weight classes, things like that, something that Floyd Mayweather would have never done. And if you disagree with me, let me know what you think in the comment section. But I don't know about this. I think Terrence Bud Crawford belongs up there in the Sugar Ray Leonard in that kind of class. I think maybe we could put Floyd Mayweather in the class of his own because of the way he fights. And but if you want to put him in the class with those brawlers, those Mike Tysons, those Sugar Ray Leonards, those real dogs, I don't know if he belongs in that. But I do like Floyd Mayweather as an entertainer, and he's probably one of my favorite boxers of all time because he made the most money. But let me know what you think in the comment section, man. I think Bud got him.
Well, we have some breaking news here. Like, share, subscribe.